Yo, yo, what's up, my friends? Boom, Kali Center live. Hey, what's happening? We're going to be training today. We're going to be working some footwork today. We'll give it a few minutes here so everyone can come on in, jump on into some training. We're working out. All right, let's do this. We'll let everybody know that we're live today. Copy. Boom. Boom. Gonna be working out. Footwork is the absolute most important skill set to have in Filipino martial arts. I believe in all martial arts, but especially Filipino martial arts because we do train with weapons. And one of the rules that I live by, alright, let's see here, and that I train by is that if you don't want to get hit, then don't be there. Wherever you are. Boom. Bam. All right. So what do you think? What is the most important? You think footwork is one of the most important? Hey, Rob, what's happening from Toronto? Mudu from Argentina, what's happening? It's good to see you guys. So again, today this topic is footwork. Right? We're going to be working out our footwork. Get some footwork training in. What's up, Charles? What's going on from Tampa? Hope you guys are ready to get the feet moving. Footwork is the most important skill set, right, that we get to work with. It's the most important skill set that we gotta develop is the footwork. All right? Just like I always say that if you don't want to get hit, don't be there, right? We gotta move. Gotta move. Yeah, Jeff, what's happening? Michael, what's happening? Fernando, what's going on from Brazil? What's going on? We're gonna give it a few minutes here, just kind of let people work their way on in. You know, some of you guys gotta run out of work real quick, right? Jump out of bed real quick from all around the world, right? So what is going on? Fernando, man, what's happening in Brazil? What's going on out there? Mudu, what's going on in Argentina? Jeff, what's happening in New Jersey right now? What's going on? What's the big events happening this coming weekend? What's going on? What is going on? At the College Center University, we just had a whole bunch of people post in their tests. We're doing our testing this month for the first quarter of the year. So super excited to start reviewing those and seeing how everybody is performing. What's happening, DR from Belfast? Everything's fine in Brazil. That's great. That is fantastic. Footwork is the basic of Kali and very distinguishing feature of Kali. Absolutely, Homer. Absolutely. Footwork is everything, man. It really is. I mean, I would say you could basically win a fight just based off of footwork alone. If you've got good endurance, if you got good speed, you got good navigation skills, you just tire out the opponent. Most people, right, when it comes to training, dude, man, I mean, they just can't keep up, man, because most people just are not training their footwork like it's a religion, right? Like it's an actual must-have. And here at the College Center, that's what we do, man. Footwork is a must-have. Rob, the next testing date is going to be happening at the end of June, so I open testing every quarter. Where did my mouse go? There it is. Every quarter I open it up. Second degree BJJ black belt, but I like Filipino martial arts. Dude, I train everything. I train all. Train it all. You know, I think Kali and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, man, they link up really, really well. They answer a lot of questions for each other. So we'll see how the stream is working out. We're trying some new stuff with the technology. So we'll kind of see. I'm taking notes and everything on the stream, seeing what's going on. All right, let's kind of get working out. Let's start moving around, start flowing. If you have some sticks, if you got a couple sticks, you can grab some, just map them out on the floor. If you don't have sticks, you can use anything to substitute. Otherwise, just kind of do the best you can and just kind of visualize it, so that way you know where you're stepping. The one thing when it comes to footwork, especially in Kali, because we're dealing with so much weaponry and we're dealing with blades and multiple opponents, is that we want the geometry to be as precise as possible. Right? It's very, very important. All right, so let's get warmed up. Let's warm up the body a little bit. All right, we don't have any weapons in hand today. We're just going to be focusing on some footwork, just isolating it. Let's go and get some big arm circles going. Because when we're working out our footwork, it's still a full body workout. And I'll be answering questions throughout the training. All right, so once I get you guys set on the drills, start moving around, I'll check you guys out. See if there's any questions for me to answer. If you got questions, just ask. Just ask. All right? I try to get to as many as I possibly can. All right, let's go ahead and rotate the torso. It's locking our feet in. This is a quick, dynamic stretching routine that I do every single day. Every day. You want to make sure you're going through rotations. All right, let's go and rotate the hips. This right here is one of the best exercises you can do. Keep those hips mobile. Keep them moving. I typically just do somewhere between 10 to 20 rotations. I don't really count it out anymore. I just kind of feel it because I do them so much. Some people say you should do as many in one direction as your age, and then same thing the other way. But usually I find about 10 to 20 are pretty good. Let's go the other way. But this is one of the best movements you can do, especially for your hips. All right, then from here, we just gotta open the legs past the hips and shoulders and just reach down to the ground. Just a nice slow stretch. And then from here, we turn it up. I was talking with my man Tom, and he was saying that the routine that I use is some of the oldest yoga poses. He's the yoga master here at the Kali Center. So pretty cool. Let's do the other side. It's getting stretched out. Get the body warmed up. All right. Now from here, here's what I want us to do. Let's go ahead and move the sticks to about hip and shoulder distance. This is where we want to be, right here. About hip and shoulder distance. This is important. This is important. Because in Kali, hang on, let me grab a weapon here. So in Kali, because we're dealing with weaponry, we can't just measure the center line off of the plexus. We have to look at center line being measured from the hip and shoulder distance. So when we get off of the center line, we actually have to clear the hip and shoulder distance. If I only clear a little bit of the center line, I'm still in range to get hit with a returning blow, especially with a blade like this, right? So an 18-inch blade, a 15-inch blade, or stick, anything like that. So we want to make sure that when we're working, we're visualizing the center line at hip and shoulders, not just the plexus here. All right, very, very important side note there. All right, so from here, we're just going to kind of get warmed up here. So the first footwork is the broken footwork, right? You're going to get the full details of all this stuff inside the university. Right? And all we're going to do right here is just kind of pump the leg. Let's just get the blood moving, get the leg moving. All right? And pumping here helps us to generate momentum. And so when we need to move more rapidly, maybe cover more ground, anything like that, we want to generate maximum amount of momentum that we can with our body. And then we just switch it and work the other side. Just pump it a little bit, get the blood moving, get the knees moving, get the hips moving, get the ankles flexing, get the hamstrings moving. About 4:30 in the morning, this exercise right here just feels so good. It feels so good. All right, then we just switch it out right here. Switch it out. So what we're doing here is I'm replacing the base leg. So I'm dropping my lead leg back and I'm replacing the base leg. Let me get a little closer to you guys. I feel like I'm so far away and I don't need to be. All right, so we switch the base leg here. And notice I'm just keeping my hips rooted in the ground. I'm not bouncing. I'm keeping them rooted in the ground and we're just switching. Okay, we always switch that base leg. We don't switch the lead leg because then it moves the head. Right? It moves the head into range. So we want to keep the head back out of range of a strike when we're switching. Right? And then we could break up the timing a little bit. Okay? And just work that switch there for a moment. Hey, if you're just joining us right now, all right, we are training footwork today. We're going to be getting a workout in. We're going to go some of the basic footwork, all right? It's going to be super, super fun. Ben, what's happening? Yeah, I think Kali is just it's so cool because it really works with a lot of all other martial arts. It's such an awesome versatile art. Nice. Fernando, she can order some sticks. If she's in the USA, she can get some sticks from us over at KaliCenter.com. Texas, absolutely, man. Put all the time you can into footwork. Shinobi, man, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's get it. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, so from here, right, we're switching it out. Boom, 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 switching it out. From here, let's test a little coordination. So we're going to pump and then switch. Pump and then switch. Test that coordination a little bit. Keep the hips to the ground though. We don't want too much bounce. We want to keep the hips rooted into the ground, but at the same time, kind of light on our feet. So that way we're still mobile. All right, so from here, we're going to go into the reverse triangle. The triangle is the signature footwork of Filipino martial arts. So when we're moving with our footwork, when we're striking, you're going to notice that a lot of the reference of the geometry goes back to a triangle. So very important here because we want to make sure we're moving on multiple angles. We're not just sitting on the center line. So from here, when we have this reverse triangle, the first thing I want to train is the open triangle variation. We step left 45 first. Everything turns. The torso, everything faces left 45. We can bring in that trailing foot, come back to the point, and then step right 45 and back to the point. So all we do here is we move it back and forth. Notice that quick replacement step is at the point of the triangle, right there. All right, so we just got done doing that. That's why I teach that first. And then here. And then here. So we got left 45, right 45. And we want to switch this back and forth. So notice that I'm moving everything. This is important because when we come back to that hip and shoulder distance, if I'm not turning the torso and I'm just here, you're going to notice that I have a lot of my body still hanging out in the center line. So I want to turn my entire body up that left 45, and now you can see I'm getting out of there. But if I just do this, you can see that I'm kind of hanging out. So I want to turn this all the way, and that way I'm out of the center line. Same thing on that right 45. Here, 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 here. Again, we're light on the feet. A lot of that weight is being distributed through the ball of the feet. If you have to in the beginning, you can look down at your feet. But the goal is we want our eyes to be up on the playing field. What's going on out there? What is our opponent doing? What is that next opponent doing? What obstacles do we need to move around? Right? Very important that we can keep our eye on the field. All right, now we want to make sure this is 45. So when we're moving here, make sure we're not moving inside of 45. Now make sure we're not moving a little too wide. We want this to be as precise as possible on that 45 degree. So when you map out your sticks are going to be a little bit inside of 45 so that you're stepping on 45 degrees. Because if I make my sticks at a perfect 45, that means I'm stepping too wide. So the best way to train it is if you have chalk, you can draw it out with chalk, or if you have yarn, you can tape some yarn or put some pieces of tape on the carpet or anything like that. So then you can actually step right on the tape. But if you're using sticks, bring those sticks just slightly inside of 45 degrees so that you are physically stepping on 45 degrees. Okay? All right, so once we have this open triangle here, now we're going to close the triangle. So we're going to step all the way across the base and then drop it out. So everything is here. My whole torso is facing left 45. I bring it across. Notice I'm facing right 45, and then I drop it back. So 1, 2, 3 steps, 3 angles. Notice that my feet are coming together. And when we mean together, it doesn't mean they have to touch. But we want our feet to travel together where they're staying underneath the hips. And then we're here, and then we're here. Okay? We're not going to be here very long. It's a transitioning point where we're stepping out. But they have to come together. We can't do triangles with our feet apart here because we're not going anywhere. I can't get off of the center line. I'm stuck, and I can't move in multiple directions. So the triangle's teaching us that we must put our feet together in order to create a triangle, but later, right, then we're going to be able to move in all sorts of directions at full range because we have the ability to bring the feet under the hips. All right, so it's going to the left, around the triangle. Once you do this a few times, then you can either pump the leg, bring it across. It's going to help work out those hips a little bit more. This is great for when you have to step over objects. Later, this can become knee strikes, destructions, all that. And this is where we get a lot of our cardio and our aerobics in, is through the footwork. All right, let's go the opposite way. Let's go to the right. Sliding the feet together here. Sliding the feet together. All right, I'm going to check up on you guys and see what we got. Is there any kicking in Kali? Absolutely. That's the Sakaran. Kali is very complete. Absolutely. Can you also sidestep? Yes. That's the second method of footwork, right? If you study Pachiti tertia, fluid sidestep. Yeah, capoeira's got very similar footwork. That's a really cool martial art. I got a couple buddies that train that. Super cool. All right, so we're going around the right. You guys are moving, right? You guys aren't just sitting there watching me work out, right? You guys are working out with me. Let's get that heart moving. Let's get the body moving. Remember, the only way that we're going to develop skills is we got to physically train. Train a little bit every day, even if it's 10, 15, 20 minutes. All right? You're going to get better. All right, let's go ahead and pump that leg a little bit. Let's work that out. Work out those steps. Boom, boom. Try to get your eyes up on the playing field. What's going on out there? Boom. Where's that opponent at? There's the center line. There's the center line. Keeping track. Look around the room while you're moving. Can you look to the left and maintain the precision of the footwork? Can you look to the right and maintain the precision of the footwork? Can you shoulder check a little bit? Shoulder check over here. Shoulder check. And maintain the precision here. All right. So from here, we're going to leave the triangle just like this. And we're going to move on the ranging angles. And our ranging angles is the 6 degrees that we get to move to get our body off the center line. Because we don't want to stay on center line. The longer you're at center line, the more danger you are in getting hit, especially by those bladed weapons. One of the things is when we're talking with Master Sergeant Prado, we go, we're like, hey man, all those guys that fight on the center line. He goes, center line's kill zone, bro. Get off the center line as quickly as possible. All right, so from here, we're going to step out left 45, bring it back. Step out right 45, bring it back. We just did those. Now we're going to step out the 90 degrees. 90 to the left, 90 to the right, and now we're going to go 135 degrees back. So we're going to reverse to the left, drag that lead foot in, reverse to the right, drag that left foot in, and then returning back to center. So we're returning back to 0 on each one of these, right? So that way we can dial in the precision of each angle. So we got left 45, right 45, 90 to the left, 90 to the right, reverse it to the left, and reverse it to the right. So left 45, right 45, 90 left, 90 right, reverse, reverse. It's kind of like a dance, right? Left 45, right 45, 90, 90, reverse it back, reverse it back. All right, and then we just keep working our way through it. Get that precision, especially on those 90s. Work that full range step, especially as you're getting more familiar with the steps, with the movements. Boom. Pull yourself into position. Stretch it a little bit. Boom. 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 Get a full step. A full step. Boom. See if I can touch that wall. Boom, right? Keep it going. Keep it going. That's it. So if you want to see some of the kicking, right, we do have a lot of the kicking inside the Kali Center University over there. What do I think of different combat systems, especially that integrate Kali elements? Yeah, dude, it's all good stuff, man. It's all good stuff. Train it. Train it. Absolutely. Train it all, man. Train it all. The problem is then when someone asks about their origin, they know how to say very well about the province and techniques. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things, You got to, what's going to work for you when you're looking for, like, a functional, a practical martial art, yeah, I mean, you got to do what's going to work for you, man. Heike, good job, man. Yeah, I got a couple videos here on YouTube. But I go further into detail on the kicking inside the university. That's where you're going to get the full benefit. All the full training is in the university. All right, we're going to mix up the coordination a little bit, all right? Let's isolate everything to the left. So we'll go 45, 90, reverse, and then everything to the right. So 45, 90, and reverse. So left, hit all three, and then right, hit all three. So it just changes the coordination a little bit. Here, here, here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. Boom, boom. The most important thing, guys, whatever you're training and whatever the purpose is for your training, make sure you're having fun. That's the most important thing. Because when you're having fun, that's where you're going to be retaining the information 1,000 times better than taking it too seriously. Right? The context of what we're doing may be serious, but the training should be fun. It should be a fun, relaxed environment, right? That way you're getting better. You're not putting unnecessary, what I call negative stress on us, on the body, on the mind, and you're able just to kind of relax through the movements and through the learning process. And when you get frustrated, that's cool. You know, frustration's all part of the process. But remember, it's just frustration. You don't got to get mad at it. Usually frustration is a good sign of soon-to-come growth. So I talk about that a little bit inside College Center community, which if you're not part of the College Center community yet, over on Facebook, join that community group because it is super, super cool. You get to see everybody's training videos, right? You get to talk with, well, I'm on there all the time. You get to talk with the staff guys who are on there all the time. Other, College Center university members are posting their videos. We got great questions, great discussions going on over there. You see, I'm just kind of talking right now. We're just kind of hanging out. This is typically how Filipino martial arts training is. While we're training, we can focus on this physical skill set, but at the same time, it's a little bit recreational. It's a time we get to kind of have conversations and just kind of hang out, get a good workout in, develop some skills. I'm still going. I don't even know how long it's been. I do this all day long. All right, just dial them in. Let's take a quick break here. All right, let's take about a minute here. Just catch your breath. If you need to get a drink of water, go ahead and grab some water. The reason we drag the leg on the reverse is because when we're exiting further out of range, maybe we're getting out of measure, we don't want to leave the lead leg hanging out because it's vulnerable then, especially when you're dealing with the longer weapons. So we pull that in to protect that leg. It's very easy, it's very fast when somebody transitions from that high line to that low line, and they've got good footwork, they've got good control of range and timing, and they got really good leg shots. So that's why we pull it in, is to protect that leg. I see a lot of guys getting their lead legs clipped out because they leave it out there. They forget to pull it in. We don't want to get caught. Here's the deal: when you're moving around, okay, you got boom, you're moving, you're training with someone. You don't want to get caught with your feet apart for too long because you can't go anywhere, right? You get stuck. Before you can move in a range, you got to bring your feet closer together back under your hips so that you can move. And when you're moving out, when you have to range out, who's more athletic? The person moving forward or the person moving back, right? Obviously, it's the person moving forward. So we don't want to keep our legs wide like this because they're going to trample us. They're going to catch us. So we got to be able to keep our legs, right? Keep our feet moving, especially when we're moving back. And that way we're ready at any time that we can move forward once we regain timing and we're ahead of time and all that. Right? So very important. But that's why we bring that other leg in on those reverses. On the other strikes, when we're moving forward, remember, we can only successfully move forward if we're ahead of time. All right? So from here, boom, I might take their hand right there. So I can leave this extended a little bit longer. Even on the 90, boom, I might take that real quick and then decide where I need to go. So I can leave it out there a little bit longer. 90, you'll still see me pulling in. But the reverse, we're always pulling that thing in. All right? And then when you're moving forward, if you're going to continue the advancement, we bring that leg up with it. Sometimes you're just going to take that quick cut here, and you might leave it there because you might have to transition real quick to take out another opponent, right? Just depending on where they are. But anytime you move reverse, right, we don't want to come here and then return there and then move. It's better because we're moving back, which is who's got a tactical advantage. Moving forward and moving back. It's usually the person moving forward, all right? They got a little more momentum on them. So from here, I want to move it back, right? I want to slide it out. A little in-depth answer there, but that's what you get at the College Center. All right, so we got the ranging angles there. Now the next one that we're going to do is we're going to work the diamond. So the way we do this is we're going to change the stick positions. And if you end up kicking your sticks throughout the training, hey, don't worry about it. Just fix them or just leave them be. They're just there to map it out. It's not super important that the sticks are on the ground. If you can do it without the sticks, if you can visualize the map, that's even better. I just got them out here so that you guys can see it. So now when we're training the diamond, right, we're putting that reverse triangle together with that forward triangle. And this is the second primary footwork. Especially when we're looking at tactics, when we're looking to be functional. This is our bridging through footwork from long range into close quarters. So when we're going through the diamond, we step left 45. The feet are together at the base of the diamond. And then we have a quick replacement step at the apex of the diamond. Notice I slid it back. My feet are together. And then when I drop it back, I have that quick replacement step. So it's 1, 2 forward, 1, 2 reverse. And we just take our time in the beginning and just move around the diamond here. Boom, 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 boom. Now that we're coming into spring, our weather's starting to get better here in Chicago. I'm super excited about it because good weather always really super motivates me to start working, to start really training. To really push my workouts, boom, to really push that footwork out, shake off any of those bad, lazy habits that winter develops on us. All right, no matter how driven we are, when it's cold and it's snowing and you can't really get out and all that, no matter how driven you are, it does sap out a little bit, and you do get a little lazy. I'm guilty of that too, so I got to make sure that I'm shaking that off. Notice I'm taking my time right here. Notice that I'm not racing through that point of the diamond, that part. I'm not sitting here trying to get to the tip as quickly as I can. I mean, look how ugly that was. Look, my leg, half my body is stuck in the center line. I'm getting hit. It's no good. Take your time. Get out to that flank position and then come in very precisely. Boom. And then over time, it'll become faster. Same thing on the way out. Feel that position and then move it. All right? And then let's go the opposite direction as well, going to the right. Oh. So right there, that replacement step at the apex is going to be very important because you're going to see why in the next drill. So check out the College Center community over there on Facebook. It's our group over on Facebook. You're going to see a lot of the members over there training their footwork. They're just isolating their footwork. Let's keep that working out. Let's work it out. I kind of neglected some questions here for a little bit here. All right. I'm getting that transition step that leads off of that last step. It is tricky at first. Nice. Just takes a few reps, you know. That's all it is. Just takes a few reps. And then you just maintain at that level that you've achieved and just work it out. And then the next day, next footwork session, try to push it a little bit. A lot of times what people try to do is they try to push their skill growth too hard, too fast. And what that does is it burns out extra fuel. You know, you haven't built that stamina yet. You haven't built the body to move that way, that coordination, and it burns out the fuel. And then you're like, oh man, I'm tired, you know. I'm going to work on something else. And then you end up neglecting the footwork. So just focus on the small little increment changes, the improvements. Each session, you know, just improve enough that's still somewhat easy. Challenges a little bit, but it's still somewhat easy to achieve that improvement, and then just maintain that for a session. You know, it's one of the reasons why I like training. You know, 10 minutes throughout the day, 20 minutes throughout the day, 15 minutes throughout the day, because they're like little mini, like super focused sessions. So whatever improvement I have in that first 10, 15 minute session, now when later in that day, when I hit up another 15, 20 minute session, I start with that improvement. And then I could ramp it up just a little bit because, you know, the body got to rest a little bit. The mind got to rest throughout the day a little bit. And it's kind of like a good little, it's a new start point. I mean, it's a fresh new training session. And you'll be surprised. That's how you really start to turbocharge your skill development. All right, so we got the diamond. We got the broken footwork, the reverse triangle footwork. We got the ranging angles, and we got the diamond. All right, and then what we have on the next one is a super, super fun one, which is just a big line, right? It's a big line. It's the hourglass pattern. So from here, we step across the 90 degrees, and again, that's the apex of the triangle. So that's where we have that quick replacement step into that shuffle step. We step across the 90 again, and then we have that quick replacement step. Or some martial arts call that the shuffle step. Like if you're in JKD or what, you know, they call it that. Boxing calls it that. So that's it. We step across, shuffle it up, step across, shuffle it back. So you're seeing the importance of that replacement step right there. Boom, that's how we continue to advance one line or a single range twice. Right 45, right 45, across the 90, reverse and reverse back to the right, and then shoot across that 90 to the left, bring it up twice, shoot across the 90 to the left, bring it back twice. Boom, boom, push that 90 out, push that 90 out, push that 90, push that 90. Come on, drive that 90 out. Boom, bop, 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 bop. Usually I'll throw on some music and work out, but I don't want that to distract you guys too much. And of course, once we have that one direction, now we go right 90 and do everything back the opposite direction. Here, here, drop it back across to the right, forward to the left, across to the right, back to the left. Boom, boom, boom. Must be a ghost in here. My lights are flashing at me. It's all the energy, right? We're stirring up the energy. Everyone's training. Everyone must be training. And then we turn it. Oh, look at that. And then we're back. Woo. Kick the sticks. Don't worry about it. Just keep on moving. Boom, 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 boom. Look, we turn it again. See that? Some cool moves, right? So you can get out on the dance floor, right? Take the lady, take the man,
the wife, the husband, the girlfriend, the boyfriend. Take them out to the dance floor, and now you got some moves to work, right? So just work your triangles. Just make them a little more graceful when you're out there. Slider back, slider across, slider forward. All right, it's pretty fun. It's just fun. All right, questions. What do we got? What do we got? Let's work those drills out. Work those basic drills, right? So we got the broken footwork drill. We have the reverse triangle drill. The ranging angles drill, right? The six lines to get off the center line. The diamond, which is offensive footwork. And then we got that hourglass, right? That's working in the 90 degrees. And that double shuffle up one ranging line, right? So very important that we're working these specific drills on a daily basis. You want to become a master at these drills, right? And then we could always incorporate the strikes in these drills, all the different strikes, the 1s and 2s, 3s and 4s, horizontals, verticals, thrusts, the knife, all the thrusts of the knife, the jabs of the knife, the empty hands, the kicks. We can incorporate everything within these footwork drills. That's what we want to do. We want to be able to move and strike and move at the same time, but we have to know, how do we operate our feet first? How do we operate the weapon? And then we start calibrating them and bringing them together. All right? DJ, my man, yeah, this one's going to be up, bro. This one's going to be up. All right? I'm going to leave this one up for a while, and so you'll be able to catch the replay. Yeah, it's a great cardio workout. It is a great cardio workout. Anytime you need a quick, 15, 20-minute cardio workout, get the heart rate going, get a sweat going, you could always rely on some Kali footwork. It's a full body workout. This is how we get our cardio, our aerobics training, some good endurance training in. Awesome. Hey guys, this is actually what I'm doing in the summer. I'm filming a new DVD download, all footwork. So I'm going to be going through a bunch of drills like this, more in depth, more detail. I'm going to be talking about the alignment of the body and making sure that you are stepping properly, your spine is lined up right, your knees, your ankles, everything is properly aligned, so that way you're moving more efficiently, which is actually going to help you move more dynamically. All right, I'm going to be doing some agility drills to help you boost more endurance, to boost up your speed, to boost up your power in your footwork, so you have really good explosive footwork, how to be more dynamic and be able to change multiple directions a lot faster, how to navigate different types of terrain. It's going to be a really, really cool DVD download. All right, so I'm going to be filming that in the summertime when it's hot out, so I'm getting a super good workout. You guys can see how I beat myself up in the summertime when I'm training. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be really, really good. I got a couple other DVD downloads that are in the process for this year. We're going to be pumping out the volume 2 of the double sticks, which is the partner drills. That's going to be a really good one. We're going to be going over, we're going to be hitting up a single stick and a single sword. A lot of really cool stuff that's in the works for this year. Hey, if you guys have seen it, I'm sure you have. If you've been watching the YouTube videos and following Facebook and Instagram, Snapchat, all that. In May 8th through the 12th, I've got my 5-day instructors training course happening here in Chicago. Love for you guys to come out, train with us, train with me. It's going to be a great event. We're going to be working footwork, single stick, double stick, knife, Spadidaga, empty hands, multiple opponents. I'm going to be mapping out the geometry, show you guys exactly how everything is applied. We're going to be going over strategy, tactics, teaching. Right? I'm going to make sure I'm covering some teaching tips. It is an instructor's training course. I want to make sure that I'm giving some of the things I've learned, how to up my skills as a teacher. So I'm going to be going over a lot of that. Tom is going to be opening up some yoga stuff. So he's going to be showing you guys how to integrate yoga with your Kali. It's going to be an awesome 5 days. I mean, if you guys can come out to this, it's a 5-day apprentice instructorship. So you don't have to worry about how much experience you have training. It's a great, great time. If you've been training for years, months, weeks, days, this is a great event for you to come out, and you're going to see a massive jump in your skills within these 5 days, guaranteed. All right, and that's happening May 8th through the 12th. You guys can sign up right there on collegecenter.com. And if you guys have any questions, just kind of let me know, and I can answer those questions. Email me, message me, all that stuff. All right, but that's going to be a great 5 days. Nice, DJ. Yeah, I'm gonna get that DVD out. Like I said, I'm gonna start filming it this summer. So probably right after the instructor's training course, probably like mid to end of May. I'm gonna film that puppy, and then I'll try and get it out sometime in June. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I've gotten a lot of requests for that. Last year I did a high performance footwork seminar. It was a 1-day seminar. It was like 6 hours of training, nothing but footwork. And everyone that came out, man, they were like, wow, they really like that. And everyone's moving to a whole new level. New instructors, yes. This 5-day course is for new instructors. So anyone that's already an instructor, anyone that's a new instructor or wanting to become an instructor, anything like that, that's what this course is all about. May 8th through the 12th. It's a Monday through Friday. We're going to be training from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We might go to 6 p.m. some of the days. We might even go to 7 p.m. I don't know. No, but it's scheduled from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be super, super fun. I'm excited. And one of the cool things is that when I do my camps, when I do my seminars, one of my personal goals is that I get in personally and train with every person that comes out. So you're going to be training with me directly, hands-on. So I don't agree with teaching a seminar where you're kind of showing the drill, demonstrate it, and then it's like, I don't know if you guys ever experienced it, but you go to a seminar, the guy that's teaching the seminar or girl or what they're teaching, and then all of a sudden they kind of disappear. It's like where'd they go? Dude, I've dealt with that so many times. But at my seminars, at my camps, dude, I'm in there, man. I'm in there training right there with you. The staff is there training right there with you, answering questions, getting hands-on with you guys so we can make sure that everyone is really receiving the information the way that it should be received. And we make it super easy to learn and super easy to retain. So we've really got the system of teaching these events down pat. So you're going to have a good time. Yeah, Ben was out at the Footwork seminar, and that kicked some ass, didn't it, Ben? That kicked some ass, dude. When we got a tough workout in, but everyone's footwork improved. Yes. So the DVD for the footwork, Ben, is going to be the same as that seminar, dude. It's going to be the same. I'm covering the same stuff. You're not going to try, you're going to do. That's it, man. That's it. I do it. I get in there with everybody, man. I don't try to. I do it. Ask anyone that's been to my seminars, man. They all know, man. I want to work out. I cannot stand it, man. It's like I see everyone having so much fun. I can't stand around, man. I got to train. That's why, little secret here, that's why I became a martial arts teacher, so I can have a good excuse to train all the time. I could tell the lady, oh, I got to go to work, but I'm actually going to train, man. Because it's too much fun, It keeps you in shape. It's great exercise. It's it's good exercise for the brain, for your mind. It's a good stress relief. It's good to socialize with everybody, It's a lot of fun. Ben says the ladder killed him at the end of the day. Yep. Oh yeah. Those are tough drills. But I'll tell you, man, if you work those drills like once or twice a week, you're a machine. Dude. People will not know what's up. They won't be able to catch you. They won't even be able to find you. So, yeah, that's going to be a fun one. Hey, if you have not checked it out yet, check out the College Center community group over on Facebook. It's super cool, guys. It's super, super awesome. Seeing everyone's training videos, their questions, the discussions up there. I jump on there. I try to jump on there live, like at least once a week. I do a live discussion. Sometimes we jump on there when we're training, when I have having my staff training, or I'm going through a lesson with the staff guys, with like Ali, Joe, Tom, Rafal. Sometimes I'm going through a lesson with them, and one of the guys will just, hey, I'm gonna live feed this thing and rock and roll it. So you catch a lot of that. But there's so much activity up there. I mean, it's just awesome. You see everyone training their footwork, training their striking mechanics, doing some sparring. I mean, it's such a cool community. We've got people, right? So now you get to actually see the results of, especially of the university, where people are inside the university. We got a lot of our members that are in the community, and you actually get to see the transformation that's happening with them right there, day to day. You can see how their Kali skills are growing and getting better. But I mean, you can actually physically see how these guys are losing weight. They're becoming more mobile. Their endurance is increasing. I mean, we've got members that are quitting bad habits in life, man. They're quitting smoking. They're quitting, I mean, just some people are, you can see their confidence getting better. They're achieving other goals in their life, and they're sharing those achievements inside the community. I mean, if you need like a motivational dump, right, or boost or what, check out Kali Center Community. Just request to join it, and we'll get you on in. And everyone responds really quick, so there's always activity going on, and I'm on there all the time. The staff guys are on there all the time. It's super, super cool. You do not have to be a university member to jump into the community. All right? It's an open community for anybody, but I do have one stipulation. All right? It is not a place where we're posting like Leo Tegahi videos and Doug Marcada videos and Inisano videos and I don't want my YouTube videos to be up in there. All right, it's not a place of promotion. It's not a place of admiring other people's skills. It's a place to train. All right, it's a place to have support. It's a place that you belong to train and get better, and we get to support each other and answer each other's questions and hold each other accountable for our training. That's what the group's all about. So if you're joining that group, right, just request to join. We'll get you on in. Put up a welcome video. Put up your first training video or pictures. If you got a training group, post that up, man. Show us the Kali that you're training, man. It's super cool, man. We love seeing it. All right. If you do want to check out Kali Center University, it's growing every single day. We've got members on all 6 continents now. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's just super cool. We've got testing available now. I open testing every quarter, and it's free. The testing is just part of the program, and it's just super cool, man. It's super cool to see how everybody's just progressing and getting better. And we're just adding the curriculum up there right now, where we're just pumping it out, getting everything up there. We've got almost 600 videos already up there, and we are filtering out some of the kind of outdated ones, the ones that we're like, you know what, dude, we can film that better, we can do a better job on that, let's redo that video. So we do keep everything up to date and current. It's a very alive training program. It's not static or anything like that. All right. Is drumming good for Kali? Yeah, dude. Yeah. One of the things I always say is that when you have your art, whatever martial art you're doing, make sure that you have your hobbies too. Make sure that you've got some other physical activity, that you can do. It's always going to help, all right? Yeah, Magoo, that's it. Magoo, man, he's rocking it. He is rocking and rolling. It was really sad to see that fire, though, that forest fire, with his one of his favorite training spots getting burned down. That was kind of sad. But Magoo's the man, dude. He's the man. He's up there every day posting, training. I mean, he is dedicated. He's committed. He's consistent. And you can see his growth. I mean, right there on the spot. So it's really cool. All right. Hey, guys, I had a great time working out with you guys today. I had a great time doing the footwork. I didn't want to go too long on the training because I just want to give you a few drills that you can work on. And I know that the footwork can really drain a lot of energy. And I want to make sure that you guys are training. Typically with footwork, that's kind of how I do it. When I'm just isolating it, I'll try to hit up like a solid 20, 30-minute session. Sometimes I do push it. I mean, sometimes I'll push a 6-hour training session just on footwork. A lot of that's when I'm just looking to really hit the endurance. But usually I try to make sure I get a real solid 20, 30 minutes of footwork training in. It's just it's a good time frame, to get a good workout in and not overburn yourself out where it's like you're tired the rest of the day. That's important that we can function properly on the other things that we have to do if you're playing drums or anything like that. All right. So again, check that stuff out. Check out the community. If you guys want to come on out to the 5-day instructors training course, I highly recommend it. I mean, it's top level training, and you get to experience all the different energy with everybody, with the staff, with myself, with other people coming out. I mean, it's always a good time, and you're going to grow. You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to grow, and you're going to retain a lot too. I mean, we have that stuff. We got our system just boiled down, Make sure that you're obviously subscribed to the channel. If you can, share the channel with your martial arts buddies, anyone that's into martial arts, and just be like, hey man, check it out. This is Kali, this is the Kali Center, and they're rocking and rolling, and they're getting people good around the whole world. Super cool. It's super cool that now we're on all 6 livable continents. My goal is to get on Antarctica. I got to find a scientist or something on Antarctica that I can get. So if you guys know anybody living in Antarctica or, doing some projects or something out there, help me out, man. Let's get them training. All right, let's get them training. And then check out Kali Center Community. Awesome stuff happening over there. All right, so I want to thank you guys a lot for joining me today right here. You guys see that below the video, I've got a link to everything. Anything you guys want to check out, KaliCenter.com. Sign up for the email updates. I got a lot of cool stuff coming on up for those. If you're in the Chicagoland area, if you're coming in to visit the Chicagoland area, contact me, dude. Let's come on out to class. Let's train. Let's get together. Let's train. Come on out to class, and we're always happy to have you. So. When are you going to launch your Footwork DVD again? This summer I'm going to film it, Kevin. So I'm planning on filming it sometime mid to end of May. So the plan is to get it released in June. That's my plan for the Footwork DVD. All right, and so just be on the lookout for that. And I'll keep everyone updated over on Facebook, on the Facebook page. I don't do any promotional stuff. I don't do any of that in the community group. That's just focused on training. So I'll keep you guys posted on the Facebook page, and I'll also keep you guys posted in the emails and on Instagram and Snapchat and all that. Hey, if you guys aren't following me on Snapchat and Instagram, make sure you guys are following me on there, especially if you guys are on those 2 social medias. Right? I got a lot of stuff on there, and I'm always doing some extra like training tips and stuff on Snapchat, and kind of like go through like a lot of my day. Like what am I eating? What am I doing? And all that stuff. So penguins are going to rule the world one day. I guarantee it. They're going to rule the world. Maybe. I don't know. All right. So thanks a lot for joining me today. All right. And I'll catch you back here next time. Let me look at the schedule. When is the next live? Let's see here. Rafal just messaged me something. All right, let's see here. Today is the 30th, so the next live is April 13th. So I try to hit these up every other Thursday at different times. I'm going to try to experiment with some other times, so just kind of keep an eye on the Facebook page. I'll post it up in there or on Instagram, and I'll post it up on there too, because I want to make sure that other people from other time zones can get in and train with us as well. And then I let the replays stay up on the YouTube channel as well. So if you do miss one, no big deal. Just kind of catch the replay of it. But that's the next Thursday one is on April 13th. And then I'm gonna play with some other dates or times and stuff like that. All right, because I know some of the other people that can't make